Make sure you like it. Subscribe, share it. Get you some. You know how to work that chat. Bring it up. It's on the side. You can type away. It's no different than Facebook. Less restrictions. Get that sandwich ready. Get that drink of choice ready. Sit back, relax. It's Monday Night Raw. Well, I guess my board is not gonna work. Oh man, it's still warming up. So we'll just let the intro beat bang down. Hey, what's up everybody? It's the 239. It is Monday Night Raw. It is the Cardone Race Corner. I want to say one thing for sure. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're gonna get right into the action. I like that beat. Anyway, so tonight we're on episode, what is this, 254 I think we are right now. Where are we at with the stream? Let's see where we're at. Yeah, 253. I think we already did 253. Whatever. It's new. What did I do with my hands? Remember that? The OG Cardone Race Corners. Remember the days of the Ricky Bobby jokes. But tonight we're going to talk about multiple things we're going to have on the show. Well, not on the show, but on the show. Tonight's lineup, we're not going to be doing that one. We are going to be talking about... all my stuff's disappeared. There it is. All right, we're gonna bring up tonight. We're talking about P1 Aqua X. We're gonna talk about American Jet Sport race over the weekend. They had their 4th of July weekend race going down. We had the Wild West Topaz race coming up. We got East Coast Watercross coming up. Sean Dudek grinding away. Also, we're gonna talk about his medical thing that he put up and why I was saying please help out our dude as much as possible. Let's see if the board's ready. Ready? It's still processing. I don't know how much longer I do with the music blaring in the background. It like takes me out of form. So get into it. Let's go ahead and get our PW race schedules PDF file up. Thanks to Kirsten Hasty for making it happen. Let's see where we're at. We'll go to the flyer scene. Bring that up. Facebooks and more. All right, there we go. So we're gonna switch it over. As you guys know, this is on the PWC racing schedule. You guys can go to it anytime you want. It's under the files, media, downloads, whatever. It's right there. Let's see if we're ready. Ready? Hold on. Nothing's working. It's still processing. Unbelievable. Guess we're just gonna jam it like this the whole time. Anyways, PWC race schedules. Thanks to Kirsten. She puts it together in chronicle order. Mad work for her, and shout out to that. So make sure you guys give that page a like and follow on that one. All right, so this past weekend we had the Outlaw Series Naughty Water Racing. We also had Spindale, North Carolina. First of all, I want to take a moment for anyone that has been disrupted with the Guadalupe River and Texas flooding, all that rain. If any of our PWC racing families or anything like that has been affected like that, please tag, share, like. Let's get there. Anyone that needs help, let's go ahead and get out there and help our PWC people. And if there's anything we can do in the first place, that's a big tragedy. A lot of young kids got lost and swapped away. A lot of families are destroyed. So if we're able to help anybody in the Texas area that got hammered or affected with that, let's make sure we drop the comments in there and let's get everybody going. We'll make it happen also. There we go. All right, now we get back into our daily. There we go. All right, I feel a little bit better now because the music in the background is just a little too much for me sometimes. All right, so on our schedule right here, we're bringing it up. So we will talk about our Naughty Water Racing, and we're going to talk about our Outlaws, our AJSA guys, Spindale, North Carolina race going on over there. But coming up this weekend right now, Clark, PA, first time back at this site in a very, very long time. I got some things that we want to talk about with that. Sean has sent me a text about some items that he wants to bring up, particularly talking about our runabout racers. our runabout box stock or our runabout open. I know a lot of you guys in the East Coast Watercross region in that area and close to the area have runabouts and want to race. A lot of you guys aren't racing the P1, and maybe some of you are, but Sean has an idea and he wants to kind of get to having the runabout guys there, because you know that's a big, I race runabout box stock now, why not have him? Lock Haven, PA, not Clark. Oh, is it wrong on there? Is it wrong? Is that what it is? So it's Lock Haven. All right, Steve. Yeah, you said that last time. I didn't understand what you're talking about. So actually, it's not Clark, PA, like it says on here. It's Lock Haven. So I apologize for that. I was wondering what you were saying last time about that too. All right, so that's what we got with that one going on. So he wants to work on getting some of the runabout box stock guys out there. My question is, what would entice you guys to come out and race more close course racing? What is something that would entice you to come out and see it? Would it be a free, if you know, podium finish, first place over the overall weekend, get your entry free back, or a prize purse, or you know, something in that area? Now we're not talking about making big dollars, because you also have to remember, to have a payout class, you need to have at least 8 to 10 people to really make it flyable. You know what I mean? That makes it viable in that situation. So if you think about it, what would make you guys to get at least 3 to 4, even 5 runabout guys on the line? Now, and I'm not even talking about East Coast Watercross. We are, but let's broad spec it a little bit. What about the Naughty Water Racing guys? They have about, I think, 6, 7 runabout amateur guys out there, so they got a good class out there. Wild West guys, I don't really think there is a runabout with them guys. Maybe one. What can we do to get more people enticed that one? Great Lakes Watercross has a decent amount. You know, you got Carson up there. It kind of pushes everybody going ever. Pro Watercross, when they were down here, we used to have a huge runabout box stock class. So, like, what, as a runabout guy, would you like to have a Moto 1 Enduro on Saturday and then a Moto 2 Enduro on Sunday? Kind of like what Great Lakes does, or it's just a run what you brung open endurance style? Or would you like a closed course that has 5 extra buoys that are set up that brings the runabout guys out and brings it back in, that's outlawed, or not outlawed, that's X'd out from the normal course for the other racers? Make sure you drop your comments, put it in there, see what happens. That is a good idea. A lot of people are interested in seeing what they can do with it. So there's that one right there. So P1 coming up this weekend. It's going to be Kissimmee St. Cloud. So let's go ahead and get this switched over. We'll go to, let's see, who we want to talk about first. Hotchkiss, what do we want to talk about first? We'll go to the Naughty Water guys. So we'll go with this one here. So I know Charles Gunchard had a bunch of good pictures of New Orleans, but he also was over there holding it down for the Naughty Water guys. So let's see what we got here. There we go. So let's see, where are we at? Let's bring up our Naughty Water. Hotchkiss, isn't it amazing how many people won't come over to the YouTube channel? Like, they all find it. Tom Lambert's in the room. What's the word? 20-minute long moto, one each day. I like that idea. I really do. A 20-minute, and I think the Boats are doing that too. I think they're doing a decent job with that one. I really haven't seen the full details of how they're registering, how it's going out for them. But a 20-minute moto, that'd be awesome. And just add the course out there more. So let's see. All right, yeah, so here we go. Let me make sure I got the full picture. All right, here we go. So we're at the Naughty Water Racing page. Now it's Naughty Water Racing. Naughty Water Racing, that's their page. So check out their courses, what they had. A lot going on this board. Now, why do we say this is kind of wild out, why it looks so crazy than we're used to? Why not utilize the board that's going to be taking pictures and share all over the place? YouTube's way better. Thank you, Hotchkiss. Everybody that's going to share this picture, everybody's going to talk about it. It's going to be shared in all the groups of, oh, check this course out, and there's going to be discussions. Why not just put all your sponsors on there? USA helical split section. I mean, there's so much good. The John Caldwell pool beam. You know what I mean? Like Lee Shirt pool split option. What else we got here? Travers Construction front stretch, Smith Racing, TC Freeride. I mean, there's all kinds of the U.S. Corporate Challenge. What we got here? The Jet Trim backstretch, the Healy Kyle. I don't know what it is. Corporate Challenge. I kind of like this idea. There's a lot going on here. It sounds and looks ridiculous when you if you're just looking at it from outside, but if you really think about the transition of where this picture is going to go and how many people are going to talk about it, it makes good idea. My biggest factor is this: giving our sponsors as much spotlight as possible. I mean, really, if you think about it, that is ultimately what we got to do. What are they getting in return for our measly little jet ski racing? And this is really the ultimate goal right here. Great course. Looks like a great start right here. Nice fast outside sweeper into a straight down zigzag. Inside had a real wicked bing bing boom situation. So these splits, you know, not proportion to actual, you know, put together, but this right side of the course looks chaotic. That right there, I mean, you come in, you got to make a choice. Me as a runabout guy, I would just shoot right through this because it would suck coming to this first yellow, full speed, trying to make that right-hand turn into a left-hand turn. But it's like, do I make an immediate left-hand turn, immediate right, left, then try to shoot and shoot again? Man, I bet you some Hutch says sponsors need a value for their money. Exactly. Creative thinking, definitely. I mean, I really think that this is where we're putting in. And, you know, a lot of people are going to say this. A lot of people are all going to say, oh, well, it's just, see, that's just money talking. It's just, you know, everybody's got to put money somewhere, and it just shows when the sponsors start putting money. Nah, bro. We watch enough sponsorship stuff on TV that's ridiculous. Our Facebooks are so crowded with sponsored content that you guys are like mimically blind to what's actually happening, that when we actually see it in a situation that affects us, we want to turn a nose to it. Nah, man, this is really good advertisement and good smart logistics. Put it together, continue the drive, continue this push. I like the creative thinking and ingenuity putting it together. And then we also, Gunshard doing exactly what he does best, giving us some of the best giving us awesome live coverage. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can get some.
Jet Tribe, Jet Trim.
You're messing with it yesterday, I was wondering.
3 beginner ski.
Trying to find one of their big classes.
Pro-Am, I need you. Right. Racing. A lot of the
there
folks.
We go. There's the runabout we were talking about.
QC Racing.
Woo! Look, runabout stock and open. Now, I'm not a big fan of putting two classes together, and that's kind of another thing that I will talk about on the show. I mean, this is me talking, right? Sponsors want the public to get interested, spread the brand. Exactly. My idea with mixing classes, it's really hard. Prime example, let's say like this one, runabout open and runabout stock, right? Now, if there's just one boat out there or two runabout open boats, maybe. But when you have probably, I guarantee you, I guarantee you there's 6 runabout box stock guys out there. They're going to be battling hard. I would never put an open boat in the middle of that one. Because if you get a bald one out there, and let's say Caldwell's on one on Coop. Let's say Tim Miller and Caldwell are both on runabout open boats. Or you get a Juan Lascano out there on a runabout open boat. It's gonna be chaos for the stock boats. Chaos. I mean, ultimately chaos. I'd be frustrated. I mean, I really don't think we should ever mix two classes anymore. I think we are getting to a fundamental point in our industry that you have to, as sponsors or promoters, not sponsors, promoters, you have to do this. If at pre-registration comes and on Friday or Thursday and you see your pre-registration closing, whatever, and you see one person on the line, you need to start reaching out to that class and find out how many people are coming, and I would not race the class. We should get to a point now where we should not be racing one racer on the line anymore. I know this sounds heartbreaking. I know it sounds judgmental and stuff like that one. Encourage the class that has one person in it help them, encourage them, team up with them, get them with other racers, get them in a class that they may enjoy better. All right, or build that class and get more people. If you know there's people that want to race that class and you only got one that continuously shows up, it doesn't look good on paper, and we're not handing trophies out anymore. We have to tend to our classes, our time management, our staff management. We have to focus on our classes that are showing up in folds. Now, I'm not saying to shun them away, but if it comes Thursday and you know that everybody's gonna start traveling, you should reach out to the one person that says, hey, listen, you got nobody in your class. We're not gonna race this class. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds heartbreaking. It sounds like Bobby's just being an asshole, but we got to stop putting multiple classes in one class. It's not safe anymore. And we're going to talk about reasons why in the future here coming up, because I feel like we should not have one racer in a race. We shouldn't have it no more. We have plenty of racing. We have plenty of full lines. We have teams now. We have teams forming. We should have the ability to work on growing the class into another line, right? There's nothing wrong with going. Look at what Todd did for the 1100 because he wanted that class. Exactly. Zazinski built the X800, 1100 limited and 800 class. Built the class up. Full stack lines, triple crown, money payout, badass, right? We can work on getting our lines full. As promoters, I'm telling you guys, believe in your region. Believe in it. I promise you that one entry fee of $150 isn't going to hurt you, right? If you can take that one entry fee and work with that person and get them in a class that they may be more enjoyable, more fun, have a lot more fun, then make it happen. Or encourage them to start rallying up more people and working with that class. Do a benefit, work something out. Tell them straight up, if you have a class that has consistently had one racer or two racers on the line for a full season, you should be thinking outside the box of how to make that line bigger. Prime example, Sean Dudek was looking for this class, is what he's wanting right here. Right here, this class. I can't do it, it only goes one way. This class, this class right here. He wants the runabout box stock class or endurance racing class. And he's willing to work with you guys and make it grow. Not because he's looking to fill his pockets, but he knows there's a market of runabout guys there that want to race and have fun, and here's the class to do it. So, going into it, so this is where I also wanted to see the start of that
Cycle
class.
Country, Shackley Health and Nutrition, Father Kevin Quinn. And on the 413 out of Lakeway, Texas, riding for Austin Jet Skier, Lakeside Graphics, powered by ACN, Racing for the Kingdom, Wet Jet Performance, Greg Sewell. On the 819 out of Sulphur Springs, Texas.
Let's see what that inside looks like.
Sulphur Springs, Convoy Motorsports.
That inside's gonna be wicked tight.
Jet Trim. And number
some of the guys are lost.
It's Brandon
Someone cut the course.
Hodges. Had a great conversation with Brandon last night. On the 24 out of Lago Vista, Texas, riding for IDP Graphics, Zero Touch Technology, and Robinson Racing. It's Kyle Robinson.
Joey, man, you should be talking about the racing, not the sponsors still. You should be talking about what's going on in the splits. Come on, Joey.
All right, Bice on the outside of the U.S. Helical's start, hits the whole shot.
Nice.
Then we got Brandon Hodges in second. Kyle
so here's that outside we were talking about.
James House in third. Kyle Robinson in fourth. Greg Sewell fifth. And Kevin Quinn in sixth. Big spray coming out.
A lot of them went into the inside. Look at all those guys went inside. See? I was thinking about it. What a course. I'm not gonna lie. So like here, let me rewind this for a moment.
Holders.
Hold on, I went way too far. The body posture, like it's so, like when you watch racing from different regions, body posture within some of the guys is so like wild. I'll show you. And I'm not talking shit about anybody. I'm just saying the body posture.
On the 819 out of Sulphur Springs, Texas, riding for Tropical Snow, Sulphur Springs. Convoy.
You'll kind of get what I'm saying here in a second.
Racing,
for the runabout guys, I'll even show the sport modes too.
It's Brandon Hodges. Had a great.
So, like, I don't know if you guys can see it. sitting way up and elbows are tight in, right?
Conversation with Brandon last night. On the 24 out of Lago Vista, Texas, riding for IDP Graphics, Zero Touch Technology, and Robinson Racing.
It looks like a
Kyle
Sunday cruise for
Robinson.
him. I mean, if you look at him, it's just doody-doo, doody-doo.
All right.
The reason I say
Biased
that,
on the outside of the U.S. Helical's start.
this is where I
gets the
saw
whole
it right
shot.
here. Look how straight the guy is. And I'm not saying anything bad, and I'm not ragging on the racer. Doing great because he just got a whole shot. But our experience when we race the runabout never would be like that. It's head down, elbows tight in, and you're in it, and you're in the ski. That's just looking for a swim moto right there. But awesome course. See, going into it, should be leaned way over, elbow should be way out like that,
Hodges
tipped into
in
it.
second, Kyle House in third. James House in third, Kyle Robinson in fourth,
6'2"
Greg
Stevens in the
Sewell
house.
fifth,
What's up?
And Kevin Quinn in sixth.
So we're at 90 water.
Big
Good
spray
race.
coming off the runabout race this morning.
So again, Gunchard doing an awesome job with the live stream. I didn't see any results. I didn't see any turnout. Oh, that's right, because we gotta go to. Let's see if we'll do it. We can view standings. Let's see what we got here. This is the national points. Oh, yeah, that's right. So this is national points all the way across all IGSBA racing platforms. Who's running the novice ski lights? Jack the Ripper's killing it right now. Women's ski lights. Britton Reinhardt, she's leading it right now. Pro-Am ski lights. Lucas with River Crawford right there on the tail. Four-stroke, Tristan. Our junior skis 10 to 4:15. Felix. Novice ski stock, Chris Lanhan. Expert vet stock, 1500. Allen. Women's, Taylor Smith. Masters, Aperian. Yeah, he's been out for a little while with surgery. I wonder if he's going to be back into racing here pretty soon, too. Pro ski stock, Josh Simon. Ski modified, Tristan. Women's, Britain. Vet, Mike Mahills. Expert. I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to look for what all they have in here. It's been a minute since I looked at it. Our Vintage 550 Limited, Chris Norton. Sebastian Perry. LHS. Wonder what that one is. BOW. Wonder what these are. What we got here? Oh, shenanigans. It's 7:47. What's up, Cardone? What's going on, dude? Glad you guys can show up. 7:47. What time frame are you in right now? Where are you at? I'm trying to see where we're at with this. Sports Spec, Jet Wahlberg's wheeling it with Joey Malden. Brett Hahn, Tony Parker. So runabout. So they do have runabout amateur stock. Cooper Caldwell's leading it right now with James House, followed up Greg Swell right there. So they do have it. So they're running all classes. Nice. Interesting. I like this. It's been a minute since I looked at this. We'll have to follow through with this one. Well, let's go to, let's see if they have any. Oh, let's see what the Outlaw Series is. Nothing. There we go. Results. All right. So that was national. May, April. Yeah, so we don't have that one coming up right now. Let's see how it looks though. All right. Interesting. So that was the IBS National Championship they had in June. So much easier than going to Race Ready. I'll be honest with you. So much easier to like work through this than Race Ready. I'll show you Race Ready here in a minute. It's going to be a disaster. I'll show you. Here. Let's bring it up. So we'll go ahead and we'll go to race ready. Let's see if I can bring it up. All right, so we're in race ready. Let's see. All right, so I'm in. Let's see if we can find one of our events. I don't even know if, let's see if I can bring it. Spindle. No. See I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about. This will irritate you more than anything. Got all the freaking dirt bike stuff in here. All right, so Gunnersville. All right. Wild West is in there. That's old stuff. That's 24, 24, 25. So there's Gunnersville. Practice round 1. So is that all they're showing so far? Results so far. The last one was Gunnersville when there should have been more. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get it to show the staff. See, this is what I was talking about. Gotta go through each one of them. So frustrating. Brian Baker, it's a new boat number. Oh, it's a 747. That's right, Baker. I was wondering, it's the 747. What's up, Cardone? I was thinking it said 747. I'm like, wait a minute, what time zone we are? Gotcha. That's the Sheedy boat. Did you purchase that boat? That's where you're at, bro. So this is what I was talking about. I wish we could just click on the weekend and it just shows everything. But instead we have to go through. Is it gonna show? Yeah, there you go. Not hating on it. We just got race races, gotta get a little bit better. Now you see what I'm talking about. This is why I don't like going on Race Ready and try to do it on the show, because it always turns into a fiasco. Just a fiasco, right? All right, so speaking of Race Ready, American Jet Sport guys had an awesome race under the lights 4th of July weekend. And man, oh man, did we not have some exciting action going on. So let's find the post where I had it. There we go. So I heard all kinds of excitement. The X4 class was pretty rowdy. So I made a post saying, was there any videos of it? Because I heard it was pretty wild out. Hold on. Big turnout. What? Oh my gosh. All right, so the dead engine was the open X4 guys, and then the ones that started were the stock ones, or not stock. I'm not familiar with the class, but it was open to have dead engine starts, so it was gonna be the bald ones. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Big class. Woo! That 333 was moving, boy. Wait, let's see that again. Watch the 333 right here. One holder. It's wrong place to put your foot. Wow! Woo! So let's just get into it. Okay, big turnout class. Big turnout class right there. Awesome to see this turnout right here. What else was there? You hear Baldwin yelling? Jeez, dude's out of control. Oh my God. Listen, you can hear him yelling in the background. Oh my gosh. This is that one. All right. Goodness gracious, definitely on the end of my seat all weekend. Some close racing, close action. Kelly Mon says this. I haven't experienced that much slicing and dicing since Hibachi Night. Bobby Cardone, the limited started with dead engines. The lead was changing constantly. And of course, the Baldwins were always up front. They ganged up on me in the first moto, boats flying everywhere. Everyone out there was on the gas. The first moto on Friday, Austin Allens broke a steering cable on the start and ditched the ski, and it went straight into the drain pipe. The second moto, day 2, we had 4-boat pileup. Caden barely missed my head. So close I was facing him. He caught my fingers in the throttle. Whew. I like to see that video. I'm thankful no one was hurt. God, look at the culvert. That thing. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I heard it was wild out for sure. Did we ever play this one? I think we played that one. Yeah. I think we had 1,500 spectators on their feet Saturday night. Some of the funniest races I've seen involved in. Woo! Glenn Elliott has a sick video on his page. So Glenn Elliott does. Is that what we're looking for? Glenn Elliott? Let's go to Glenn Elliott. There he is. Let's see what old Glenner's got. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the video I wanted to see. Yep. Redneck. Where are you going? Redneck. And give you guys all a pro tip. Rain-X, your cameras, or ceramic coat them. Ceramic coat them is the best thing you can do to your GoPros, your 360, your light, whatever cameras you got. You'll never get water spots, I promise.
Well, the boys around here don't listen to the Beatles run. Old Bo Seifers through a jukebox needle at the honky tonk where they lose stomp all night. What? Yeah,
That's right.
what they call work, a digging in the dirt. Gotta get it in the ground before the rain come down to get paid, to get the girl and your four-wheel drive. Yeah, the boys around here drinking that ice cold beer, talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys around here sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no shit. Shoot 'em back and shoot 'em back and shoot 'em back and spit.
He hung on though.
Oh, heck.
It's time to go fishing. Pick them off one by one.
Well, the boys around here, they're keeping it country. Ain't a damn one know how to do the dougie.
Nobody knows how to do the
No,
boogie.
not in Kentucky, but these girls around here, yeah, they still love me. Yeah, the girls around here, they all deserve a whistle. Shaking that sugar sweet as Dixie Crystal. They like that yawling southern drawl and just can't help it 'cause they just keep falling.
Ooh, beat 'em in the stretch.
Boys around here, drinking that ice cold beer.
Nice.
Talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys around here, sending up a
How beautiful of a race site right here. It's a small lake, but dude, look at the scenery.
prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no shit. Shoot 'em back and shoot 'em back and shoot 'em back and spit.
Right in the eardrum.
Hey now, girl, hop inside. Me and you gon' take a little ride to the river. Let's ride.
Green light.
Lay a blanket on the ground. Kissing in the crickets is the only sound. We out.
Push too wide.
Have you ever got down with a
Redneck.
do you wanna get down with a
That was a moment right there. Look at this right here. Started. Could have got it. If this was the Wild Wild West, watercross guys, dude, let me tell you right now. This opening right here, there would be nothing going down right there except flying parts. That's dangerous.
wanna get down?
Wait, probably saw no. More likely, you saw that no one was coming except Glenn right there, so it was clean water for him.
Girl, you gotta get down with the boys round here, drinking that ice
almost looks like Guntersville.
Down here, sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no shit. Shoot her back and shoot her back and shoot her back and spit.
See, if we were on Facebook right now, our music would be getting KO'd. We'd be getting stream stopped. Everything would be game over. Glenn Elliott, awesome video. Freaking perfect freaking song to go with that too. Did you have anything else? Was there anything else? Ryan Stevens finally showed up, and Lamar finally showed up for some racing. Let's see.
Glenn Elliott here at the AJSA Southern Summer Series. We're here in Spindale, North Carolina, and we got the Pro 1100 Runabout. This is one of the most exciting classes, so we're going to live stream this on Facebook. Yeah, here we go. Let's go down the lineup, guys. We got Caden Baldwin, Brian the Bald Eagle. He's on the V-Hole boat. We got Alan, Cowboy. Woo! Right here, we got number 23. He was looking good yesterday.
And Baker, just to give you an idea, the buoys are odd being all blue with just colored stripes. So, with the AJSA guys, they have the cylinders. Inside has its own color, outside has its own color, and the turns have their own style color also. So that's how they depict them and set them up. So there isn't just random striped buoys out there. When you look at the course and how it's laid out and how they design it, they really ultimately made the course for stupid. Is basically how it's simple and not, it's where they say it. Simply put, not stupid put. I don't know how the saying goes. I probably just jumbled up. Doug Underhill's gonna probably come at me later and say I just mouthwashed that word all up, but whatever. Anyways, the simplicity of the course is put together. Once you're there and you see it and how it's put together, that makes total sense. It literally, you go, if you're in one color of turns and all of a sudden the colors aren't the same, you've gone the wrong way. That's pretty much how they do it.
Gregory Hill. Aaron Smith right here from Chattanooga. Number 80 is Neil.
Look at that Tom Lambert right there with that freaking amazing Cardone blue shirt. I mean, seriously, Tom, that thing just looks damn good.
Rusa from Kentucky.
Kentucky.
We got number 21.
Doesn't know
Not sure
their name.
who that is. South Carolina. What's his name?
Mexico.
What's his name? Nick. We got Nick, and then we got Jonathan McCreary on the Triple Cross Racing.
What? McCurry's on there?
Spark. All right, guys.
Shit.
That's your pro lineup.
Woo!
We're gonna live stream this one, guys.
Jeez Louise. Is that Baldwin firing it up?
Hang on, let me get up there.
What a bunch of chaos.
Red means whoa. Red means whoa. Green means go.
Look at that booger shot.
All right, here we are in the tower with the scoring crew.
Baldwins are out of control.
AJSA, we got Lance Vincent firing them up. We got the lights and the horn. Some guys are with their hand on their head already.
Focus.
I think they're just doing that for fun. This is the qualifier for the main event tonight. Tonight's main event will be 15 lapper.
Look at freaking brain fart. I was looking at something and it wasn't.
It looks
what I
like
thought
Neil
it was.
O'Rusa out of Kentucky out front on the Sea-Doo XP.
Kentucky. I believe that would be it on that one. Right? Freaking awesome, dude. So going into it, so let's talk about events. I heard there was like maybe 30, 40 people at this event. Holiday weekends are tough, right? We've discussed that like many times with promoters doing certain things. Like the Naughty Wire guys doing that spring break where racing's like in the middle of the week and they're like, oh, the kids are out of school, etc. It's easier for everybody. The biggest thing, like, you gotta remember, like, are your dates and the days you're racing effectively bringing in the most entries you possibly can? Why do I ask that? Because ultimately, our business motto as a business platform, jet ski racing, any event, Great Lakes, East Coast, anything, anywhere you go, it's a business motto, right? Consumers, racers, are eating what your product is. Are you giving us the best time, the best venue, and the best possible way for us to make it, right? One thing for sure is I'm not crouching on anyone's racing, anything like that. I won't race on holidays. I will not travel the roads on holidays ever. I've already learned many times of shit can happen on the holiday weekends. Drunk drivers, everybody and their brothers out there, everybody's on their phones, everybody's distracted. There's always some kind of chaos. I'm just not going to travel on holidays. 99% of the time now, I've gotten to a point where I used to leave Friday afternoon after work and drive all the way through until Saturday morning. I've gotten to a point now where I just effectively take Fridays off now. And I'm almost taking majority Mondays off, right? Why are we saying this? Leave Thursday afternoon, get the kids riled up, have the trailer ready to go, get on the road, travel through Thursday night as much as possible, if not the whole trip. Stop, take a break, and then finish the race, finish the drive, and get there Friday morning, get set up, and not feel overwhelmed. Because 99% of us want to show up to racing and have fun and enjoy the weekend. Nothing worse than scrambling and hustling and pustling and trying to get through it and just mad dashing it. It doesn't make for a good weekend. Now, another thing is, majority of our promoters unfortunately can't pick and choose what they can do it because the city's like, hey, this is the window. If you want to do it, this is the window we're giving you. So that's where it works. Racers that are having challenges getting to racing, you should work with other people, team up. When you have a group of 4 that can travel, if 2 have to fly and 2 drive, then great. Share the cost of traveling and get your stuff there. Work as a team and work together. One of the other things is, are we pricing and getting the money's worth for our racers? We've always talked about that 100-fold. I feel like all our promoters are giving full racing. We're getting great times and great laps, unless there's time crunches. If there's time crunches and we're getting toward the end of the day, I've seen plenty of rush throughs and time management, cutting laps and getting sloppy racing, not calling red flags, and just giving away races that are garbage, right? We should definitely focus on time management. At this point in day, we are getting the numbers and we want to stick to a routine with our racers. Program them to know this is what you expect. Ultimately, almost all racing platform programs, Saturday morning, you should have registration should start at 7, last registration at 8, riders meeting at 8:30, practice at 9:30. You should have your first set of motos in by lunchtime. You give your staff the 30 minutes to an hour break, and then you wrap up your second half of moto racing before 4 o'clock. If your time management is on cue. Having your Thursday and Friday set up, and a lot of places don't allow Thursday, but if you have your Friday crew there getting it set up, there should be nothing wrong with having an open Friday practice. If you do the Friday practice, you get more people showing up Friday morning and you have everyone settled and ready to go so that your Saturday and Sundays are flawless. Running it like a business will not affect you in a fashion that will hurt you. It'll probably help you better. If people can't get their asses up and be at riders meeting at that dead time of 8:30 that's suggested, and racing practice, course orientation is by 9 to 9:30, last chance practice. If they can't get their asses there, then fuck them, right? This isn't a barbecue, right? People are paying big money and they're traveling big money to go to these events to race. It's not always about a plastic trophy, you know what I mean? I mean, it would be nice to go against one of these really nice ones. You know what I'm saying? It isn't always about the trophy. I'm proud of this one. This was a good one. But we can still have a good time, have a good racers. But make sure if you're charging $200 or $150 or $250, make sure those guys are getting what they deserve, right? Because if you start pissing off racers again, we've already seen what happens when you piss off the racers. What do we say here? Baker says this: taking Friday off is a plus for a chance to practice and set up. Correct. 6'2" Steven 7 Motorsport says our group from VA travels and stays together at races. Exactly. Hodges says we are putting on a show for the local people, and that brings sponsors. Exactly. It's a business platform. You got to put in the time. If you're not, as a promoter, you're not excited for the next race coming up, I know it's dreadful and I know there's a lot of headaches. If you don't have a group of staff that is amping it up and ready to go, you got to dig deeper. You got to get it going. I'm not saying this because anyone's doing anything wrong, but I know what's going to happen. We're all going to get laxative and say, it's working. It doesn't. It has to change every year. This is your goal this year. Next year is this goal. Next year's this goal. Next year's this goal. That's where it's at. Shout out to Kevin Scott for getting race director of AJSA this past weekend too. Kevin Scott's working really good. He does a great job. I really like racing underneath him. I've watched Kevin start from a flagger start band guy all the way up to where he's at now. And I look forward to racing at a race when I know he's going to be race director there. So seeing the movements that we see within our franchises and our promoters really looks great. I'm happy for it. Who else do we have coming up? I think we had one more. Yeah, Wild Wild West Cross to see what's up with those guys. All right, so they've got Topaz coming up this weekend. They had a big announcement going on, and we were talking about this before. I've always said this 100 times. Respect the area you are at. You want to treat it better than it was when you came, leave it better than when you came when you leave. The reason I say this is because of this. Park rules, some places have legitimate rules. Quiet hours from 10 to 7 a.m., the Baldwins would be out. They wouldn't be allowed to be here. No, Baldwin, when he can stay good. When he doesn't have someone there to say stop it, he can get out of control. So check-in times 12, one camping unit trailer, fifth wheel, blah, 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 per reserved campsite. Vehicles must be parked at reserved camp stops. All portable fire pits must have a bottom, no open fires. Fire pits are provided each reserve. Campfires must be out by 11. Do not burn trash, no fireworks. I mean, pay attention to these rules. Don't fuck it up, man. Don't be assholes. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I was a promoter, I promise you this. One fuck up from one of our racers, I'd remove him that day. If I got one complaint about someone being stupid, like a legit being stupid, I tell you to leave. You'd be done for the weekend. Because this is no exceptions. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You cannot jeopardize a race site because of the hard work put in. It takes a lot of blue tape, dotting I's, crossing T's to get these events. And for somebody to be an asshole and fuck it up, that's not cool, man. So I would just make sure. So there we are. It's officially this round 4, Topaz Lake. Stay tuned for updated registration list. We'll be posting it shortly. Thanks for your patience. This is going to be epic. Get registered at wildwaterscross.com. Check it out right there. You know what? Let's go check out their website. Let's see how easy it is. All right. So, Topaz, click on it. Love when it's super easy. I love when you can just go click, point, push. Is it going to do it? Oh, I was just talking too. It's not letting me do it. Fucker. Well, register to race here is not working, Wild West. All right, so pre-registration is $200. Registration on site will be $220. Run with your brungs $100. Vintage and modern freestyle free to enter and will be held during lunch. And then they got their whole schedule going down for what it is. See, 12 noon on Friday. Let's just clear it out. Noon to 8 p.m. registration, tech safety inspection. All boats and riders must be registered, pass safety inspection before entering water. 3 p.m. 4 p.m. first time racer clinic. 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. test and tune group by light classes. Love the Friday practice, man. Saturday 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. is riders registration, tech inspection. 8 a.m. Look at that right there. 8 a.m. riders meeting. I mean, that is where it's at. 8 a.m. 8:30, 9:30, practice, group like classes. 9:45, opening ceremony. 10 a.m., first moto, let's race. 12 p.m. lunch, freestyle show. 12:30 p.m., second moto. Sunday, same scenario. Beautiful format. Getting your money's worth, keeping it to a schedule, make it happen. 6-2 says this. The pro show at 7 p.m. had 1,500 spectators Saturday evening. I think there was something to the evening format. I like racing under lights is pretty gangster. I'm not gonna lie. If you really got to the point of a lot of the skis were able to add LEDs, like remember when Mark Gomez and those guys were doing the freestyle by the Lumber Bridge, and they got all their freestyle skis had lights on them, and he had that crazy ass mohawk that was all lit up. Gangster, right? Baker says, Bobby, are you racing Plattsburgh, New York, August 1st and 3rd? I don't know. Is that the Triple Crown, right? That's the last one. I don't know. I don't race any of the East Coast watercross races because I'm on the mic and I get too amped up for you guys racers, so I don't do it. Hotshot sharing quality staff across regions when possible. So wild guys, watercross guys, check out your page for registering. It's not working for some reason unless it's closed already. I bet you no, it shouldn't be closed. So go to that one. It's there. Go register and race. All right, well, we went there, so it's still open 20 hours. So they have some issues with it. All right, so they got that race going on. All right, guys, I hope all you guys had a good 4th of July weekend, too. So let's go to our P1. All right, so we're at P1 right now. Let's see if the page is going to happen. Because they changed it up like crazy before, too. They do have the Aquax. All right. There we go. Now it's working. It wasn't working last time. So going into this weekend right now, leading is a Sea-Doo on board. Jay Edworthy with 60 points. Followed up by Daly. Followed up by Tori. And then Tim Miller, Noah Skips, Ian Smith, Anthony Radicate, Devin Farland, Jason Russo, Trey Williams, Vanjie, Dennis Mack, Juan Lascano, Lagopagos, Davidson, and Camden Powell. So right there, right now, we're leading with our pro class, looking phenomenal. Is it? Don't tell me. So then we go to our amateurs, see if they'll do it. Yep. So our amateurs rolling into it. Northrup going to hold it down with 59 points. Cooper followed up, and Yanel Fiallo. I mean, our top 10 right here is looking viciously good. Anything can happen right now. So Northrup, Caldwell, Fiallo, Lofton, Dolly, Martinez, Zarzinski, Russo, Bouchard, Lopez, Barilla, Glidden, Barilla Jr., Sullivan, Lascano, Warman, James Doan, Anderson, Anacosta, Dent, Anacosta, Mantle, and Sandor. So really, if you think about right here, our top 10 guys or girls really look good. Lopez, his first year, technically it's his second year. This will be his first full year. He raced 1 or 2 times last year. Full spec on Dominic Barella Cowie. So let's see what he's going to do. These two guys, Lopez and Barella, are going to be battling right now. Dominic's just got to focus, make sure his boy doesn't beat him every time. Bouchard's going to be his first year back on P1. Let's see what he puts together. Gavin's looking good as long as his father doesn't get him in trouble and get any stupid yellow cards or DNFs or penalties. Focus, Russos, focus. They should be okay. Zarzinski, I want to see him top 5 this weekend at Kissimmee. Kissimmee is a beautiful lake, and it can be a real bitch, too. It can be nice and flat for 15 minutes, and then the last 15 minutes can turn into a world shitstorm. So, make sure your boats are ready. Tip for tat. All you northerners, the water in Florida is extremely hot. Just putting it out there. Water is hot. 30 minutes. Remember that. 30 minutes. So going into it, that's where we are. Let's see what the calendar, we'll see if it'll bring up Kissimmee. We already did New Orleans. It's going to do the boats. I want to see if the... I don't think... Yeah, it's still kind of a pain in the ass for just boats only. Oh, here it is. Let's see if we'll do it. There we go. So we got results. Here we go. So here's Kissimmee. Let's see if it has some information on it. So I'll give you a lake overview. No. Pain in the ass. Anyways, we'll be following them. We know that's going down. So we talked about Wild. We talked about the Triple Crown. Also, shoot, forget Triple Crown. I believe we have. Let me bring it up real quick. Great Lakes Watercross should be coming up with their Triple Crown. Yeah, Harbor Beach will be the 19th, July 19th and 20th. Harbor Beach Round 2 Triple Crown will be a Great Lakes Watercross. So we will be talking about them not tonight, but the following next week we'll be talking about them. So this weekend we got racing. We got East Coast. We got Topaz, which is Wild West, and we have P1. Then the following weekend, next weekend after that, we're gonna have Harbor Beach. We're gonna have Kansas, Alberta, which is the Western Canadian Watercross. Then we'll have the PNW Water X racing guys. And then the end of the month, we'll have Great Lakes, another. Man, Great Lakes has, 2 back-to-back racings this month. Woo! So, looking like it's gonna be a phenomenal weekend and going into it. Let me see. I didn't bring it up on the board. Chat, anything else? I think I talked about everything we need to. Wasn't any lights this year, just evening race. Oh, it wasn't a full night class? Damn. Anything else? I'm just trying to think. I think everything else is good, right? All right, anyways. Want to say, appreciate you guys all coming over to the platform on the YouTube channel. I know this is a pain in the ass. I know a lot of people complain about it. It's but whatever. I promise you, this platform is going to be a lot better, and it is going to work out in the future for our stuff. It's going to make it easier for me to get people on the show. We're going to be able to do our live streaming and stuff like that. We definitely miss having guests on, so I'm going to be able to I got some things working in the works for that. But in the end of the day, I believe we might make a trip down to Kissimmee. We'll do boots on the ground for Saturday's racing for P1. I'm thinking about going there and checking it out. What else? Anything else? I think pretty much that is it. And I'll just work on being better. I mean, really, working on the show, making it better, focusing on stuff. But until next time. You know the routine. It is a 239. It is the Cardone Race Corner. It is the one and only. Get you some. Till next time.